Well, you're talking about, like, for me, the world is under a false god, and that god is represented by money.
Yeah.
It's money. It's money that's causing all these wars, all this division. It's not nothing to do with race. So as much as it has to do with who's got the money.
Yeah, I think this topic or subject has never been really talked about. It's usually from my point of view, with all the concerns that I have of injustices, I always blame the government. Sure, the government is at fault at a lot of things. But to come down to all the destruction that's happening, and this is never going to stop. Money is always going to be here. They say money is the root of all evil. That could be possible. Why? Because you can kill for it. You can murder somebody for it. You can take the resources of killing people to benefit money. Money, money. And the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. It's all about money. Today in the 20th century here, to see the difference of the living lifestyle of the poor and the rich.
Oh, big difference.
You know,
You go to Point Grey and look there, and come down here and look on the street how they live.
it's
What a division.
it's a real pathetic. It's pathetic. It's sort of inhumane to be living under those conditions. And it's not the fault of the people. There's no fault coming from the poor people that live on sidewalks or homelessness way out there. It's the system. They'll calculate so much to give welfare. Everything is calculated right to the point where people will struggle. So that's another thing. And because of that, for money, people start selling drugs, start selling this, just to get that money. So this is where all the violence and the crime is circulating around.
What did you used to say about the sun? I can't quite remember how you did it, but you had a really neat perception about
Okay.
the sun.
I told you that I went to a Roman Catholic residential school from the age of 7 till I was about 14, 15 years old at 1953. And I was brought up in there as a Roman Catholic. I was forced to be a Roman Catholic. And they taught us about heaven, hell, purgatory, limbo, Jesus Christ, God. I can go on and on. We said 16 prayers a day, every day from morning to night. We're making the sign of the cross. For what?
Let me hold you up a minute. No, what I remember, you used to say, that's the power, not that earth, but the sun.
Yeah.
The sun. You used
Yeah.
to see, you were really great on it. You had a great
Well, here's
perception
what
there.
happened. They taught us. One of the students asked, "How was the earth made?" And the priest over there, the sister, they're all in there, Catholics. Explaining how the earth was made. This is how they made fools of us. You see, God grabbed a scoop of mud and rolled it in and blew it. And that's where the earth comes. Now, this is the destruction of the human brain here. We weren't taught those things.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, my grandmother used to talk about the sun being one of the most important objects that's over there that's hardly talked about. So I studied the creation on my own. I didn't go to school to go and learn. I started because I think one of the reasons I quit heroin for 43 years, I quit alcohol 36 years, I do not take prescribed pills, I do not take let's see, cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. The only thing I smoke is pot. Only because pot is better for me. Might not be any good for anybody else, but it controls my arthritic pain. So these are where I ended up. I started to research where did all this come from after going through this brainwashing episode for so many years, physical beatings and every damn thing, lied to. Nobody told me how the earth was made, so I started to, it just dawned on me, I started to think, where did the earth come from? Where did the earth come from? And anyways, where did the earth come from? We're dangling out in space here. Right here where we are. And I used to think, where did this come from? Was it made out of mud like they told us? No. I started to research realistically with the capable mind that I have of exploring. And then it dawned on me, the sun, what has the sun got to do with this here? And that's where I ventured into the sun. And that's when this whole concept and whole idea came into me that before the sun was created, between me and you, there's nothing in between you. It's space. I can move my arms around. You can travel from here and you're out in midair. That's space. You can't see it. That's the only, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a scientist, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only matter that has no beginning, no end, no death, nothing. It has no inside, outside, nothing. This is space. That's where my mind finally traveled to after, where did the sun come from? Like the earth. Where did the earth come from? Oh, the sun.